Hey guys, welcome to McFarland's Corner. I'm Mike McFarland, giving you McFarland's Lake Fork Daily Rundown for March 16th, 2020. Before I tell you about our awesome day today, I hope you're watching the MLF anglers because they're tearing it up. 140 pounds of fish was caught from one small drain or creek or cove, 20 foot wide, maybe 400 feet long. Two anglers pull 145 pounds of fish out of it. Nuts. Nuts. Today's water temperature, 57.6 on launch, 57.9 at the end of the day. Kind of a really light, drizzly day. No warm trend. Everything's kind of holding, really kind of cooling from what it was last week. Day one of MLF, it was 60 degrees in the main lake. We had warm trended for 3 good days, staged for an awesome day one for them, and they took advantage of it and crushed it. Just crushed it. 20 fish from the leading angler. Most anglers had, I think 30 of the top four, or of the 40 anglers had 10 or more fish. And it really steadily did change day 2, day 3, day 4. Almost a quarter of what they were catching on day 1. But the overall weights are incredible. The overall number of fish caught is amazing. The big fish, the 10-pounders, MLF has really done it up. They're bed fishing, folks. Yes, it's spawn time. Remember this, as well as they've done, of course, they're the best of the best. Of course, they're going to do well. That's just the first wave of fish to move in. Yeah, this is the Goat Lake. That's a small wave. Wait till you see the next wave and the next wave that come after that. But anyways, Lake Clarity, Lake Fork Green. That's why they're seeing all these bedfish. Pretty good clarity. Foot and a half, 2 foot of visibility. Depends on where you are. The bass are really shallow. They are easy to see. Leg level, 402.74 at the end of the day. This morning it was 402.70. It actually has risen about half an inch. Again, with gates closed in a stable lake and it rising like that, it's a perfect scenario for all these fish to come. Come on in. So it started our week out great. Pulled up on a spot before we even really got going. I told Connor where I wanted him to throw, and I just spot locked the trolling motor and it's kind of getting myself set up and getting the net out and getting his dad ready, and boom, Connor's hooked up already. Connor got us started with a nice cookie cutter 3-pounder. And it wasn't but about another 10, 15 minutes or so that Connor got just what he came here for. All the way from Wisconsin to get himself a new PB, a personal best. And Lake Fork gave it up. So today, Connor's big fish. It looks much bigger in the camera picture. That's a Facebook 10-pounder, but it really weighed 8 pounds right on the money. We swung it twice. The first time it was 7 pounds, 15 ounces. The second time it was 8 pound, 1 ounce, 8-pound bass. She's post-spawn. She had dumped her eggs. She just had dumped her eggs. Still bloody tail. And she was so tired that she came to the boat within a minute and a half, 2 minutes. She came to the surface, a big open mouth, and she just came in exhausted. But way to go, Connor. Congratulations. It was an awesome day. After lunch, we stayed true looking for another big fish up until lunch. After lunch, we run some backwater, and man, there's so many fish in shallow that in one pocket, in a matter of just a few minutes, we had 5. And 2 of those were good scoreable bass for MLF. I got to see a taste of, no wonder they're catching a lot of fish. There's a good wave of fish that's moved in the shallow water in Lake Fork. Not to mention they're the best of the best. So they've caught many big fish as well. But Lake Fork, man, it's an awesome shape, guys. Let me just show you a couple things, what we're doing. So far this year, that offshore bite, staying with the shell beds, staying with the fish that are coming in, the high percentage places, the not pre-staging areas, but those places where they come to as they migrate to the pre-staging areas, the trails, the intersections, like we've talked before, bridges and things where they have to go under to get to a backwater, or high percentage places. They have to go through that area like a deer following a trail. So that's what we've been really focusing on for the big fish still. And the Santone football jig has been getting it done. Now, I'm not saying I'm fishing bridges. I'm not. I really am not. But there are a couple bridges on Fork that are funneling points that are real good ones if you want. Santone football jig, Pake's perch, green pumpkin, rage crop, lobster. So far, that has caught the biggest fish of the year to date. Usually I get them on a Carolina rig or a big swim bait. That might still be coming. But the football jig has been the winner so far this year. Into shallow water, man, you cannot go wrong with a chopstick, V&M chopstick. I really learned this by watching Randy Ofield's posts. He talked about the chopstick. I came from the West Coast where we threw a lot of Yamamoto baits. I really like the chopstick, and I almost like it better. It catches fish. There's twice as many per bag. For about the same amount of money, I get more baits. And again, thank you, Randy Ofield, for the color. The Texas Smoke, 1/4 ounce tungsten or 3/16 ounce lead, whatever you want. Pitch and flip that in all the junk, halfway back in any pocket or cove, secondary points. And if you can't catch fish, you can't catch fish. You're doing something wrong. I don't mean to be rude, but man, you can't keep them off of it. So it's an awesome bite, 0 to 2 feet. Keep it shallow. In and junk, in behind the little buck brushes or bull rushes or whatever they are. Just get that bait shallow. So that's the rundown, guys. Watch the MLF. They've got one more day here tomorrow. I think the weights reset and basically they're going to shoot it out to see who's going to go to Lake Athens. And as I've said before, I think this one is for Jeff Sprague. It's going to be hard to beat. And if Sprague makes the Athens, they're going to have to take it from him. So keep an eye out. You're going to see one more day of great fishing on Lake Fork, and then quite possibly the biggest slugfest in bass fish history at Lake Athens this Wednesday, MLF. I'm Mike McFarland giving you Lake Fork Daily Rundown for March 16th. Stay tuned tomorrow. I'll be right back.